Hey, good afternoon and welcome to the Big O here in Eugene, Oregon. I am Very Cherry and it is my absolute pleasure to bring this game to you today. We have Wheels of Mayhem taking on Lane County and I am here with the beautiful Muffin Tumble.
Yes, hello, I'm Muffin Tumble. Thank you, Very Cherry.
So let's hear some teams. I will be reading Wheels of Mayhem for you all the way from Mexico. And we have 000 Leviathan. We have 1122 Satisfaction. 217 Leon even. My apologies.
Lignon.
My apologies. 25 Dr. Manhattan. Number 3. It's not Gin, is it? How do I say this?
Gin. Hard G.
Hard G. I like it. Number 38 Espartas. Number 5 Ghost. And 55 Dead Dover. And that is your Wheels of Mayhem in green today.
Yes, and I'm Muffin Tumble. Skating in black is the Lane County Concussions. They are the local men's league here in Eugene, Oregon. Number 010, Dragon Balls. Number 12, Dr. Multiclass PhD. Number 13, Photobomb. Number 1998, Inspector Spaceman. 26, Zoom and Gloom. 2612, Scooby Smack. Number 32, GQ. Number 42, Grimes. Number 50, Hot Fuzz. Number 55, James Brains. Number 69, Dr. B. Number 7, AO. Number 653, Dennis the Red Menace. Number 969, Cutthroat Callie. And number E5, Sergeant Pepper.
And those are your teams for this game this afternoon. So, correction on my paperwork. It said that Wheels of Mayhem are in green. They're quite clearly not. They are in the white and gold. We have Lane County in the green and black. It's just colours, kids. What does it matter? You might be watching on a black and white TV, so it doesn't matter. So, couple of seconds to go. And that's the 5 seconds called. So we have number 42 Grimes going up against, I don't even know, I didn't look in time.
That is Daredover.
Daredover Grimes, who is going to be your first lead jammer in this exciting game this afternoon here at the Big O in Oregon, USA.
Woo-woo.
I have to make everything a song, otherwise I forget what I'm doing. And lead jammer for the first time today has gone to Grimes of Lane County Concussion.
But that's Daredover at the front of the pack, out on his initial, not the lead jammer, but he is in front of the pack. Jam is called 00 Jam for Jam 1.
Everyone looks pretty happy with that. All the referees signaling to themselves, which gives me fantastic opportunity to read you the officials today. So, officiating this game, game T2, Big O, we have Chiropractor, Wizard of Laws, Cunny, Ultraviolet Blue, Chiropractor, just read your name twice, Tourniquet Mama, Stabby McNeedles, Iceman, Indian Pale Al, nice, William Moore, Danger Muffin, Martin McFly, El Presidente, Lord Lexit, Admiral Mayhem, Lotus of Quad, and Mr. Rolling Rat, my beautiful husband.
Oh, yes. This is Doctor versus Doctor. Dr. B versus Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan is the lead jammer in white from the Wheels of Mayhem.
Is this a Dr. V Dr. Jamathon?
Yes, it is.
Right, lovely. I've got loads of Dr. puns from Dr. Feelgood to Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we'll think of some more as we go on.
Dr. Manhattan through for 5 points for the Wheels of Mayhem. Wheels of Mayhem coming into this tournament were ranked at 22. Lane City Concussions came in at 32. So 10 rankings between them, but everything changes after a tournament.
Yes, it does. And sometimes we all know the rankings might not always be the most accurate way to predict a game. So who knows? I've personally never seen Wheels of Mayhem, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do today. Had the absolute pleasure of calling a Lane County game yesterday. Loads and loads of fun, brilliant skill on display. So exciting stuff is ahead of us. The scoreboard is behind us. So if you hear us like on the microphones going, I'm just going to read the score, it's because the scoreboard's behind us. And we could have had a mirror, but then we'd be looking at ourselves. And I mean, I'm pretty Instagram narcissistic at the best times, but I don't need a mirror to look at myself while I'm reading this game. That would be weird. Right, game. Let's stop chatting. 5-0. We have Hot Fuzz jamming for the Lane County. We have number 55. That is Daredover jamming duties once more for the Wheels of Mayhem, all the way from Mexico.
So he just took one jam off and he's jamming again. So there's only 9 players rostered on the Wheels of Mayhem. So very short bench today. But I've seen them play twice yesterday. They took 1 loss, 1 win. And all their players got a lot of work. Ooh, there he is, Daredover.
But we all know it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Yes, it is. He was given lead jam. Oh, and he called it off.
Because he was lead jam. That is one of the tricks of being the lead jammer. You can say, I'm done. There's only 9 of us. I need to sit down. Because we've got a long day ahead of us. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yep, continuing 2-jammer rotation for the wheels. That is Dr. Manhattan back on the jam line for the Wheels of Mayhem. Against
number 42, that is Grimes. I saw Grimes jamming his socks off yesterday for Lane County. Lane County did have quite a big jammer rotation yesterday. Not sure if we're going to see every person coming out like we almost did yesterday. But we'll see. Exciting game ahead of us, as I keep saying. I keep repeating myself like a weird machine. Big hit there on Grimes from number 5. That is Ghost.
Ooh.
I like to add tension.
And Grimes, yes, he is a lead jammer, and he's already scored 5 points so far this jam.
So we are seeing 8 for Mayhem, 6 for Lane County. Nice, tight, close game to begin with.
Ooh, Dr. Manhattan taking a big fall here at turn number 4, but he's back up, and he is through on his initial pass, adjusting his safety gear.
Talking about safety gear, check out Rolling Right. He's wearing kids' knee pads because he's so little. Stay safe, kids.
Oh, nice. I'm all about diminutive skaters. I'm only 5 feet myself, and I love little skaters that pack a punch.
Have you ever played on a challenge team for, like, shorter skaters?
Oh, yes. At RollerCon, we do short bus versus Amazons. Sometimes they're called Glamazons, but it's pretty fun.
Who won?
I think it's the
won, who cares?
We won because we were amazing and little.
Yes. Exactly. Who cares? It's made up. So, jamming for Lane County, number 69, Dr. B. Jamming for the Wheels of Mayhem, it is 317.
Lignon.
I can only say his name if I think filet mignon. So in my head, I have to go, right, 217, filet mignon. Just in case you wondered why I'm pausing like an idiot.
That works.
The amount of weird phonetic spellings we have to do sometimes to desperately try and get these names out. It's always exciting hearing new skater names, hearing why they've come up with their names and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I love fun names. Lots of fun names here at this tournament, but Lignon is your lead jammer hitting the pack first. Lignon also out. Jam is called. Let's see who got points. They both got points.
Well, in that jam, nobody got any points.
No. 8-11. The Concussion still holding on to their lead.
It makes me nervous that they're called Concussion. It's like a premonition. Stop it. We don't want to see any concussions.
It's a serious injury. Please take care of your brains.
Even if you don't use it very much, take care of it. Because the tiny bit of it that most of you do use, you should look after. I'm just being mean to everybody today. All of the internet, all of you are my victims today. But not a victim is Dr. Manhattan, who is jamming his socks off at the front of the pack for Wheels of Mayhem.
And that's Hot Fuzz jamming in black for the Concussions. Hot Fuzz at the back of the pack.
Lovely defensive work there from number 38. That is Espartas.
Oh, power jam for the Concussions.
I think that's the first power jam we've had.
Yes, it is.
And it's not only a power jam, it's an old school 1 minute jam, power jam, because a little bit of trouble for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Little insubordination call, or did you see? I did not see what happened.
All I saw was a fantastic jam ref doing the two, I was going to say the 2 fingers, that's not quite what I mean. So, I mean, it's not that mean. The old 2 signal, which means 1 minute, sit down. So that means Hot Fuzz, you have the run of the mill to yourself, but lovely defense at the front of the pack from the Wheels of Mayhem in white and green for you this afternoon.
Indeed, because he is still on his initial pass. Oh, no, he wasn't. I'm just kidding. He was lead jammer. I'm sorry. He did call it off.
Points in the bag.
4 points for the Concussions, taking them to 15.
That means the Concussions will start this jam on a power jam situation once more, because number 25, Dr. Manhattan, is sitting a full 1 minute penalty like the old days.
And that is Grimes back on the jam line for the Concussions.
Yeah, Concussions really just using 3 jammers at the moment. But as I said yesterday, in the second half, they were putting out quite a big rotation of jammers. Again, that might be their strategy. fresh legs, fresh strategy, etc. But Grimes making absolute easy work of that front pack. Straight through, no messing.
Tiptoeing on the outside. That is there. They've had lead jammer status 4 of 6 jams so far this first half.
Big apex jump there, making absolute easy street of this jam. And we've got Dr. Manhattan back on the track now. Fantastic to see. We want everybody on the track with us today, especially if your name is like a drink, because Manhattans are one of my favorite cocktails after margaritas, which is fantastic because it is Cinco de Mayo today, and tonight's after party has special offers on margaritas. You folks at home will not be able to enjoy it, but you can recreate the moment by quite easily making some drinks, sending us a picture, hashtag us #TheBigO2018, and show that you've joined in and really recreate the experience at home, because you couldn't be bothered to get on a plane and join us here in fantastic Eugene, Oregon, US of A.
Woo, that was a mouthful, but yes, Cinco de Mayo. I also like to call it Drinko de Mayo.
Yeah, baby.
I'm ready for a margarita myself.
We could have one now.
Okay, what do you have in your bag?
Hang on, let me make a rustling noise. For the folks at home, I'm perfectly sober right now. So we have got a quick team time out. I always say quick, I mean it's the same amount of time, 30 seconds unless you have another one. Team time out for the Wheels of Mayhem. They're going to be wanting to use their times out quite wisely. As Muffin Tumble said, we only have 9 players for the guys in white today. But don't forget, you can use your official timeout. You can use your official reviews as timeouts, should you need to. So technically, they could call the game to a halt 5 times. My God, that was pathetic maths.
It worked. You got to 5.
Well done, Terry. Well done. God, it's like beyond Sesame Street here today.
So Dr. B jamming in black back on the jam line, and that is Daredova. And I want to say it Dadova because your accent's running. It's going to rub off on me just standing next to you. When I was in England for a World Cup, I ended up having an accent. It was kind of fun.
Did you have a cup of tea, Governor?
Yes. Yes, love. A cup of tea.
No one in England sounds like that. If you are from England and sound like that, tweet us in. Make Muffin Tumble feel like she's back in England.
Dr. B is your lead jammer quickly through.
But it's all right because Daredover's doing his best at the front of the pack.
Daredova?
But Scooby Smack, who was one of my absolute favourite blockers from yesterday, really digging in the defence. But Daredova has got through. But will he be able to score any points for Dr. B?
Oh, Dr.
Calls
B
it off.
Called it off.
Taps it off. Taps it off is my new favourite expression for calling off a jam. Some people said it sounds rude. Other people said it doesn't. So,
I think it's fine.
Good.
Tap it off. They are tapping their hips.
Tap it off.
Quick 3 points on that last jam. 25 for the Concussions, 8 for the Mayhem.
So with 10 minutes of that game done and in the bag, we have Mayhem with 8, Lane County with 25. Nice close game. Lots of stuff happening. I think we've only had one power jam.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Which was the full 1 minute power jam, which Lane County did take full advantage of. But now we have both jammers on the pack. 25, which is Dr. Manhattan, going up against 50, which is Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is your lead jammer. It is a power jam for the Concussions. Dr. Manhattan will sit out for a track cut penalty.
It's because I talked about power jams, wasn't it? Why do my powers only work for announcing? Why can I not use them for good?
It's the announcer's curse.
Lovely defensive work there at the back of the pack, holding off Hot Fuzz. Lovely work there from Wheels of Mayhem, showing that you don't need to be mayhem-like all the time. Slow and steady, and a steely can win the race. The race of the jam.
The jam is called, I believe that was 0-0. Oh no, 4 points on that last run. Wheels held to 8 points. 29 for the Concussions.
But the Concussions once more will be starting this jam in a power situation because we have Dr. Manhattan sitting down in the penalty box thinking about mixing whiskey and orange liqueur. That's how you make a Manhattan, for those of you wanting to know.
Yep, don't forget the cherry.
Oh, do not forget cherry when we're talking about Manhattans. Come
Never
on.
forget the cherry.
How could you, eh? But Dr. Manhattan is out of the penalty box, and he is straight through the pack, no messing, which means Grimes number 42 is going to have to jam his little socks off to grab those points before Dr. Manhattan comes around to gobble up some points for himself. Nom, 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 nom. I like to do sound effects as well, and hand movements, but you can't see the hand movements. I mean, it's probably for the rest of you can't see me at all, so you get sound effects instead.
2 quick points by Grimes on that last jam, taking them to 31. 8 points for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Total right now, 8 points, Wheels of Mayhem, and Lane County at 31.
Dare Dover back on the jam line for the Wheels against Dr. B.
Very loud 5 seconds there called. Oh, yeah. All right, love. Dr. Manhattan just doing some minimum skills in front of us. Not really sure why, but, you know, it's a free country, do it like. Number 69, that is Dr. B at the back of the pack there, being held off by a lovely wall, governed by Lignon.
He's joined with Ghost and Lignon doing a great, and one of their friends, 3 of them doing a great tripod at the back of the pack.
Yeah, that is fantastic defense wall from the Wheels of Mayhem, as we see number 56. That is, no, it's not, it's 55. My apologies, Dare Dover.
And with lead jammer status for the Wheels of Mayhem, this is only the 3rd lead jammer status for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Not only is it lead jammer for them, it's also a power jam in their favor, as we see 69 having a little break in the penalty box. This could be the little breakaway that the Wheels of Mayhem need to get that score a little bit closer, because the Lane County Concussions have got a few extra points up in these last few jams.
Ooh, nice little hit there. A little offensive help, but he did not, Dr. B. Who is that? No, Dare Dover did not see it, but look, he's still through. Look, oh no, forearm penalty.
Dennis the Redman is pretty happy there, looking at the ref as if to say, I agree. I don't think he really cares, mate, but it's nice that you do agree. I love it when skaters are like, yes, ref, good call. It's like, it'd be a good call whether you think so or not, but I do appreciate the thumbs up to the referees. God bless them.
Yep, so power jam for the Concussions, and Dr. B at the front of the pack getting reset all the way to turn 1 behind the pack.
So we don't have lead in this jam, so this
Not
is
anymore.
Full 2 minutes, so a few more seconds left on this jam as Dare Dover is stood up in the penalty box, and Dr. B is he's got a few seconds if he sticks the afterburners on, and could grab a few extra points in these dying seconds of this jam. And the jam is called. Everybody tap their hips. Everyone at home, tap your hips. Call the jam off. Be part of this.
And 5 points on the
present
board.
in this moment. Tap your hips with us.
Yes, 5 points for the Mayhem, taking them to 13. 39 for the Concussions. So those first points that the Wheels of Mayhem have scored in about 6 jams.
So now we have up on the track number 13, Photobomb for Lane County. First time we've seen them jamming today. 217, that is Philly Lignon jamming for the Wheels of Mayhem.
So like you said, they keep busting out new jammers. This is their 4th or 5th new jammer out on the track for the Concussions.
Yeah, we saw a Ghost there coming onto the track a little bit later. I don't think he should be in the penalty box. I think he was just told to return to track, but I'm not getting involved in that because God forbid I know the rules. I'm just here to read out names and do puns and talk about margaritas. So, Dare Dover now, Ghost, my apologies, standing up, joining us back on the track, regardless of whether that penalty was assessed or not. A
Yes.
little bit of confusion looking on the track. Lead just now being called 2-2-1-7, that is Lignon.
2 lead jams in a row for the Wheels of Mayhem, but hot on his heels, right up his backside is Photobomb, trying to get in his picture.
Yeah, trying to get that Snapchat filter, wants to be part of it, wants to do one of those pictures with the dog and the tongue sticking out, I imagine.
Oh, last night in celebration of May the 4th,
I'm scared where this is going now.
there was a Chewbacca filter, and it was so fun because I was Chewbacca on my head, but with my body. It was kind of fun.
Nice.
Yes.
So, Chewbacca head, muffin to my body.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you have that picture?
I have video, I think. Scarlett, hurt ya.
I think you should post it and hashtag it, the Big O 2018, and then everyone at home can have a look at it as well.
It's really good. Oh.
So, James Brains now jamming for Lane County Concussion. James Brains yesterday was one of the most star-passable pivots. I'm having that as a word, you know. Star-passable pivots for Lane County. Took the star many a time as the pivot and then finally got his jamming rights in his own right. And we see him again now with that trademark tash doing the business.
And another new jammer fielded by the Concussions.
Who we got?
Was James Brains.
Oh,
His first
sorry.
time jamming today. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Terry, you literally just said that sentence.
With Dr. Manhattan on the back of the pack.
Oh, for a minute we were nearly professional. Oh, sorry. Nice scrum at the start, at the front of the pack there. Dr. Manhattan beating off all the defense that's coming his way. Nobody's got a chance when Dr. Manhattan is in town. The doctor is in and we'll see you now.
That was a great job at him avoiding all those hits, staying in bounds, and continuing on his way for his initial pass successfully through the pack. Oh, jam is called. He's going to be held to 0 on that one.
James Brains was in charge of that jam, so he could tap off the hips and say, "Not today, doctor."
4 points for James Brains, taking them to 43.
It's quite scary when I look over at the Wheels of Mayhem bench because you've got 5 skaters coming off, you've got 5 skaters going on, and there's just one person sat on the bench. It's like, oh, where are you all?
They take turns. Who gets to rest? Please let it be me. Okay, so Grimes back on the jam line for the Concussions against Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil coming back for more jamming duties this afternoon. These two jammers have been coming up against each other a couple of times now already today, but it is Daredevil who has been given the double whistle, hands in the air, and no lead jam for you, Grimes. Not this what time.
Nope, but he is out of the pack, about a quarter lap behind. It looked like he was trying to do the tap out on his hips and then realized he wasn't the lead jammer. But Daredevil already through, scoring more points. Yay for the Wheels of Mayhem.
No double whistle, no double tap. Those are the rules, kids.
16 points for the Wheels of Mayhem, 44 for Lane County.
The really mean side of me loves watching a jammer try and call it off when they can't, especially when they just keep looking at the jam ref, like tapping their hips like mad. It's like, it's quite funny. But that's mean, but I am mean.
You're so mean.
I want to watch you suffer. Not really. What I do want to watch is a beautiful battle of who will become lead jammer out of number 69, Dr. B, and number 217, Lignon. Filet Lignon. If you just make it a song, everything will sound better. But it is Dr. B who is lead jammer for the Lane County Concussion and the Wheels of Mayhem penalty trouble problems. All 3 blockers, excuse me, sitting down in the box, but number 3, Ginn, has been sent back onto the track. We also have a blocker being given another penalty, perhaps an insubordination. But now we have space in the box, so I think Ginn will be going for a sit down, maybe for the 1 whole minute. Yeah,
Dr. B only having to get around 2 blockers. One of the blockers for the Mayhem standing, so as soon as he leaves, he's going to probably have to tag team one of his teammates so they can go sit out their penalty. As there's only a maximum of 2 blockers. Yep, there they go. Oh, everyone's going.
What?
Whoa.
Bit of a revolving door over there in the penalty box. A little bit of confusion. I mean, doesn't take much to confuse me, but still, do try and keep abreast at what is going on. Let's get that jam finished because I'm confused. For those of you who are watching at home, hopefully you can see the bench crew for Lane County Concussion. They have yesterday they dressed up for Star Wars Day, and today they are dressed up in their finest day at the races for the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, the big hats are all about the Kentucky Derby, which is today.
So that means get your mint juleps on the go as we go into an official review for Lane County. We should be able to bring you that information very shortly. But while we're waiting for that to happen, why not take some photos of you guys enjoying the action at home? Maybe you've got your pets with you, cats, dogs, rabbits, gerbils, armadillos, whatever it is you've got going down. Maybe you're watching it with your nan. Maybe you told your significant other that you'd watch Eat, Pray, Love with them, but secretly you're watching this on a phone? Send us a photo. Tag us in. Hashtag the Big O 2018 in all your tournaments post this weekend. It's the official hashtag of the tournament this year. Oh my God. So the officials are having a chit chat in the middle. I'm personally not 100% sure what they're calling, because if anything, I'd have said maybe Wheels of Mayhem might have wanted a bit of clarification for all those penalty issues. But we will await, as always, and see what happens.
Yeah, it probably has to do with the musical chairs that was going on with everyone going to the box and being waved off and trying to return.
But that's my point. That would be if Wheels of Mayhem called the official review. But I believe it was Lane County that called the official review. But I could, of course, be wrong. It was Lane County. I even know what the things on the scoreboard mean. It is Lane County's official review. I bet everyone at home's like shouting and throwing popcorn at us and stuff. Don't waste your popcorn, kids. Get it down here. Whatever it is, it needs a deep discussion because all the refs in the middle look very serious. Serious ref time. So what else can I read you out on my sheet of stuff? WFTA tournaments provide everyone who loves roller derby an opportunity to witness the most anticipated matchups of the year. Get all the information on the 2018 International WFTDA playoffs and championships at wftda.com/tournaments. And as we have said quite a few times during this live stream here at the Big O, there are so many amazing playoffs and championships coming up for the rest of the year across the country, across the globe. There might be one in the Milky Way, I'm not sure about that. But there's definitely some in America. There's one in Spain. And there's one in my hometown of Birmingham, UK.
Oh, you're from Birmingham. I heard they were talking about Alabama.
Not Alabama.
No way.
Birmingham, UK.
Very different accent between Alabama and England.
Yeah, although today someone asked me if I was Beatrix, who is from Manchester, and for everyone else who knows that, our accents couldn't be much more further apart. But very happy to represent all of England. I don't know if all of England really wants me to represent them, but fantastic to be here. And everyone's like, bless Cherry, she's British and clueless.
But it's so good to see you. It was a pleasure meeting you at the Roller Derby World Cup in 2018.
Yeah, back together. Right, that official review, we did not have a head ref on the microphone, so I'm going to find out what's going on.
An official review contending that their jammer did not skate out of bounds before the 4 whistles began. Upon review, it was determined that the jammer landed in a straddling state and the 4 whistles began before the jammer left the track. The jammer's penalty was revoked and the official review for the black team is retained.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but basically Lane County were asking for the penalty on their jammer to be rescinded because the jammer called it off while straddling. After the discussion, it was agreed that yes, the 4 whistled had started while straddling was happening, which means that the penalty was rescinded and an official review goes back to Lane County. Everybody's happy. I said straddling and I laughed because I'm so childish.
So that's Grimes through first. He is your lead jammer for the Concussions. Daredover at the back of the pack, jamming for the Wheels of Mayhem on his initial pass.
Big jump there from Grimes. We all saw it being set up as well. I love watching an apex jump.
Yeah, he had some high knees for that all the way through.
He's been doing his T25 workout. High knees, high knees, high knees.
Daredover out, hitting the back of the pack, but the jam is called. I would think he was held to 0 on that one. Can you see his fingers?
4.
4. 4-0 on that run.
4-0. I wonder what their bench coaches are going to dress up as tomorrow. Is there a theme for tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is it going to be like Sunday best?
Is it Return of the Sixth? Is that a thing for Star Wars?
Oh, not anymore Star Trek stuff.
Oh, come on. No. Why not? Well, we have a palindrome score 17-71
Yes.
in favor of the Concussions.
I love a palindrome score. So Dr. Manhattan jamming once more for Wheels of Mayhem, stuck at the back of the pack thanks to some fantastic work there from Dennis the Red Menace, you evil blocker. You. Hot Furs making light work of this pack once more.
Dr. Manhattan threw on his initial pass. A whole bunch of whistles being blown.
Whole bunch of whistles, but a whole lot of not much happening apart from the jam being called off. No points for the Wheels of Mayhem and no points for Lane County. So no points. I absolutely love watching Scooby Snack get on the track and spread them feet out and taking up as much space as they can. Love it. Love watching them. One of my favourite players from yesterday.
That is one set Wheels of Mayhem. 7-1 for Lane County Concussion.
House announcers talking about the palindrome score, which it still remains as 0-0 was the score from last jam.
As if they're copying us. We were talking about palindromes like 10 minutes ago. God, they need to get their own material. What next? Fish and chip jokes.
Mining a little bit, but it's been swallowed up again by Wheels.
Lin Yan has been declared the lead jammer.
Mayhem picks up lead jammer status.
Much needed lead jam for the Wheels of Mayhem as they are trailing the points here in the palindrome situation. But it's high fives for everybody from both teams, which we always love seeing here at Roller Derby Nation.
That block penalty for Concussion ended.
4 quick points from Lin Yan on that one. 74-71. I'm sorry, 21-71. 6 minutes left in the first half.
Oh my God, this half has gone so quickly.
Eugene Cassidy.
But every minute is a minute we are closer to margaritas and more fantastic roller derby here at the Big O here in beautiful Eugene, Oregon, US of A. We have got games up until 8 o'clock tonight. So more men's games, more juniors games, more ladies games, more everybody's games.
Let's hear it for more games. And that's Grimes, lead jammer status, already through the pack and calling it off, holding Daredover to 0 points on that run.
Crimes and punishment. You don't know if you're expecting any mercy with a name like that.
4 quick points, taking the concussions to 75.
So Daredover looks like he came off that jam and then literally is going back on again.
Because Wheels of Mayhem is such a strong.
Did you say, Muffin Tubble, that is something you saw happen yesterday?
It was Lin Yan. So yesterday, their first game of the day, with their short roster, Lin Yan actually skated 9. He was a jammer 8 of the last 9 jams of the game. He just kept going back, but it was Lin Yan. So right now it's Daredover doing double duty in 2 jams.
Double duty, double Daredevil. That's what we like to see. Imagine doing 9 jams in a row.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
And especially with this men's derby, like they hit so hard. It's such a physical game.
I wouldn't want to do 9.
No, but
I can't think of anything in a row. Right, let's have a look what's going on. Scooby Smack, massive hit at the front of the pack there, but it wasn't enough to hold off Daredover. He is coming back round for some more. I thought we had a bit of injury trouble. Thank God we don't. Just somebody needed to get back up on their feet. And I believe we've had a star pass now. That is 1-3 photo bomb for Lane County Concussion. But Daredover was in charge, and Daredover calls it off. It is done.
Double D, Daredover, double duty. 4 points for Wheels of Mayhem.
Gotta love those double D's.
It's only behind by 66% are the Wheels of Mayhem. But Lane City.
You're doing actual math.
Yeah, well, that one's easy.
Oh
I
my
only do
God.
easy math. But they've held the concussions to 75 points for 3 jams in a row. So maybe the momentum is shifting. We'll see.
I'm so impressed that you've worked out percentages, and I couldn't add up how many timeouts you can have.
I only do it when it's easy math. 25 to 75, so it's 1/3. Okay, lead jammer status again. That is Lin Yan, lead jammer for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Yeah, Wheels of Mayhem really having a good couple of jams here. Without being rude, no particular reason. There hasn't particularly been any pack disadvantages or anything. Just all great stuff. So wonderful roller derby here.
And I'm just kidding. That is Dr. Manhattan is the lead jammer. And through on a scoring pass.
Dr. Manhattan getting almost lunged at by Dragon Balls, but it is through and gets 4 points.
So we've just been a little bit distracted there by a Christopher Walken, who was meant to be bringing me a margarita, but has not.
He's dressed very tropical, though.
I
Yes, we
know.
need some frozen drinks, please, sir, with your lei and your Hawaiian shirt. Christopher Walken is our wrangler, and he's great. He's also my roommate. I am rooming with 6 strange announcers. What happens when 6 strange announcers choose to live in a house for a weekend?
I bet you all sit there and work out percentages and stuff.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course.
I have the misfortune of sitting with officials a lot of the time, and it's like, oh, did you hear about the latest update? It's like, no, I have not.
Okay, Daredevil, he's back on the jam line, and that is Grimes jamming for.
Lane County.
I'm sorry, yes, Lane County.
Massive love, of course, to all of our officials. It is brilliant that you guys care enough to worry about things that have been updated and discuss it with each other and bring high-level officiating to roller derby. But who would I be if I didn't take the mick out of you every now and again?
It's just Daredevil out first. No pass, no penalty. He is the jammer in the lead, but he is not your lead jammer.
And it looks like we're going to have some much-loved jammer, jammer action there as Grimes gives him the hip, sends him out. But, mate, you're not lead, so you either need to jump on the track or, I mean, you don't have to. Or is there been a penalty?
I don't know. Or he's taking the long way home.
That's like not even the long way.
I didn't know if he was going to come around behind him, but no, he's just waiting. Grimes not playing.
Oh, boo. All right, well, we'll just chill.
Yeah,
Why not?
Run it out. I know lead jammer status is still up for grabs, but Grimes has got time. He's got 1 minute 23 seconds left in this jam.
Yeah, it looks like his bench are telling Grimes to hurry up and get on with it. Dover just chilling at the back of the pack. I mean, he could have just waited, to be fair. Always a bit weird in this situation, especially as a blocker. I'm never 100% sure what to do. Oh, penalty. I am, even though I took the mick out of officials and I knew I shouldn't have done, I am going to need some clarification on exactly what penalty he was given there. Because I don't know, is my honest answer. If you do know the answer, please tweet us, #TheBigO 2018, and let us know what's going on. I will try and speak to an official at halftime because I would like to know for myself.
Okay, Grimes actually skating now. Grand slam for Grimes.
Yeah, Dover now stood up in the penalty box, so whatever mystery penalty he was given is now about to come to an end. But not before the jam is called.
Weird. He was given no lead. There was 32 seconds left on the jam clock, but they let him call it off. So there's another thing we could write in our letter to the officials.
I'm gonna write them out. I think I never choose a pen. Bit of confusion there. So I do think we're gonna see maybe a timeout or something where we want to talk about. Nah, let's just crack on. I like it. I like this attitude. Forget it. Move on. New jam. It's like a practice. Forget it. Doesn't matter. But she hit me. Doesn't matter. Move on. Move on. We've got to give the hall back to the badminton players in a minute.
Power jam over. Daredevil back on the track. Dr. B at the front of the pack getting reset all the way back to turn number 1.
It is Scooby Smacks though, along with James Brains hitting poor Daredevil.
Ooh.
But it is James Brains going for a sit down in the penalty box, and Daredevil hot on the heels of Dr. B, who is your jammer for Lane County Concussion.
Fast pack going around turn 2. Daredevil through the pack first.
Yeah, nice. Dr. B being recycled once more to the back of the pack. No pack called, so we're going to need to see some reformation.
Daredevil already back around. Okay, jam is called.
Dr. B calls it to an end.
4-4 jam on that one, and it is halftime.
So we go into the intermission with 37 for Wheels of Mayhem, 89 to Lane County. We will be back with you in around 9 minutes' time. We are going to try and get a little bit of clarification about what went on with that jammer penalty, because I am a little bit confused, so potentially you are as well. See you shortly. The other ones, I apologise if I didn't quite catch his name, did explain it to me in a much better way, but that is the general gist of it.
I think they get it, but that's Grimes, lead jammer for the Concussions. Already through the scoring pass. Dr. Manhattan still stuck on his initial pass, but that's 5 points for Grimes.
Yeah, so we see Lane County now with 94 points, ever so close to slapping that century. Wheels of Mayhem, 37 points. But let's not forget, Muffin, that these two teams are about 10 ranking points away from each other in the MRDA, which is quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, it is. Oh, God, there's another scoring pass for Grimes. Dr. Manhattan is out on his initial pass. Yeah, denied any points by Grimes.
Everyone else having a good time? Because we're having a
99 points for the Lane County Concussions.
Yeah, Lane County playing in the black and the green. Wheels of Mayhem in the white and green and a little bit of gold as well.
Daredevil.
Daredevil of outside lap fame, jamming again for the Wheels of Mayhem.
I'm not sure that's how he wants to be, recognised in this game. But we work on him Double D earlier, so I mean, it's really up to him which one of his nicknames he now wants to take on. Big squish at the back of the pack there. Both jammers being sandwiched in, and a massive, massive hit there from, I think that was number 5, which was Ghost. That's not a ghostly hit. That was a big dude hit.
That was a huge, he went timber down to the ground. Dr. B is jamming for the Concussions. Dr. B tapped out of bounds at turn number 2, and that is Dr. Manhattan is your lead jammer.
Nice little look there from the jam refs to make sure that lead was still open and available and up for grabs, and it was. And Dr. B has snaffled it away.
Yep, and it's Daredevil. Sorry about that. Daredevil jamming for the Wheels of Mayhem. I call him Dr. Manhattan. All these doctors.
Doctor. Do not sing, Terry. Literally no one wants to hear that ever. If you do, let me know and I'll send you a recording, which would be strange. But yet, there we go.
Great hit by Photobomb, and forcing Daredevil's going to call off the jam.
I think what happened there was that Daredevil went to call off the jam, but only did one hit, and the rest of his team were like, dude, you've got to tap twice.
And it is a power start for the Wheels of Mayhem. Dr. B will start up from the penalty box, and that is Lin Yan skating for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Massive shout out for the bench coach from Lane County, who I've had to ask if she could politely move her skaters out the way so I can see what's going on. And I heard her telling them, get out of the way, I'm not telling you twice. Like it. Loving it. Right, what's happening on track?
That's 2 lead jams in a row for the Wheels of Mayhem. Lin Yan is your lead jammer.
Yeah, Wheels of Mayhem really making the most out of this halftime break, coming out all guns blazing. Beautiful scrum, hardly anybody moving at the at this turn here right in front of us as we just see Lin Yan escaping like a little breath of fresh air coming out, a bit of light in all the darkness.
Yep, nice grand slam for Lin Yan. Ooh, wow.
Oh my God, massive hit there from Leviathan.
Huge. Oh, he's paying for that one. Naughty, 30 seconds for Leviathan.
Oh, but we did enjoy that big hit, even if it was a little bit on the illegal side. And James Brains, your pivot pioneer for Lane County, grabbing the star, but it is a little bit too late as the jam is called.
At least 4 points on that last jam from Lin Yan. Let's see if there's more. It's 101 for Lane County. And yes, 9 points, taking them to 50. So guess what? They're only behind by 50%. See, that's the easy math line.
Nice. You like my very own Carol Vorderman next to me doing the maths? You won't get that. It's
yeah, I don't know who that is. Carol Vorderman. Okay.
She's a lady from England who's very good at maths. That's all you need to know. Hot first jam in there for Lane County, coming up against the absolute brute force of number 5. That is Ghost. He is an absolute machine of the big hits.
Lead jammer status going to Hot Fuzz. Dr. Manhattan stuck at the back of the pack on his initial pass.
Whistles, plenty going on at the moment. Multiplayer being given there too. I believe that is Inspector Spaceman.
Dr. Manhattan through. Oh, what? Ooh, almost blindsided, but no, he survived that one, staying straight up on his feet through.
Yeah, a bit of one-on-one blocking there from Photobomb, followed by Scooby Smack. It was all in vain.
Ooh, power jam for the Wheels of Mayhem. Dr. B will sit out for up to 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, Hot Fuzz. Dr. Manhattan through.
Been held at the front of the pack there by Photobomb, but lovely offensive work there from Ghost. I am going to say hats off to Ghost. He has been doing some formidable work this morning, defensive and offensive.
Yes, indeed. So let's see who else is. Oh, never mind. Well, the power jam does continue.
Yeah, we're kind of like sat behind everything, but with the same height, so we can't see anything particularly unless it's like within this part of us. But if it's over there, No idea.
Yeah, to our left, the penalty box is between the two benches, and one of the benches is between us and the penalty box, so it's hard to see anything unless they're standing. So then we can tell you when they're almost done with their penalty. Ooh, huge hit
big
at turn
hit there.
1.
But Inspector Spaceman, again, I believe that is going to the penalty box for a direction of gameplay. I think that's what we still call it, isn't it? Directional? Let's just call it directional.
Oh, someone's going to post something about that one.
Oh, I'll ask a ref because I know loads of them and I'll have to sit and listen this time.
10-point jam for the Wheels of Mayhem. 5 points going to Lane County. 60-106 in favor of the Concussions.
Absolute massive thank you and love for our officials, skating and non-skating, and those volunteering, making sure that the Big O is ran like clockwork. Everybody wants to have a well-oiled Big O, don't they?
Yes, and they've been pretty good. Only a couple jams have gone over or started late, but really it's pretty much like great to the schedule. But that's Grimes jamming again in black against Daredover.
Oh, big hit there from James Brains, taking Daredover out of play. Daredover just checking that he was not able to come back on track, so that's very good track awareness from himself, and calls it off. What are you pointing at, hun?
Oh, I was massively confused. Okay, so he was lead jammer. I saw him leaving the track. I thought he was going to the penalty box, but no, he called it off quickly.
Don't assume he's going to the penalty box, you negative Nelly. Oh, and a timeout. Timeout being called at the very last second there from the Kentucky Derby ladies of Lane County. For those of you who cannot see, they are dressed for the Kentucky Derby. Big hats, pretty dresses, because the Kentucky Derby is taking place today. More American cultural things that I have been learning about.
And there's so much hype for you. I bet on the race with friends, and we watch, and it takes 1 minute. 1 minute. So you have a couple hours, you watch other races, and you drink your mint juleps.
Yeah, that's the only bit I know about it is good hats and mint juleps.
Yeah.
So hats and cocktails, I'm all over. Horse racing, not so much.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. And you know, that's really all you need. You knew mint juleps.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Hey, I've frequented a cocktail bar. 1 or 2 in my times. So, are you sending us some pictures using the hashtag BigO2018? We don't have a screen in front of us, so I can't actually see, which is a shame, because I'd love to be giving you guys shout-outs and stuff and looking at pictures of your cats and gerbils and stuff and seeing what you're eating for breakfast and all the other bits and bobs people stick out there on social media. But mostly I want to see what you are doing while watching the Big O here in Eugene, Oregon. But what you could be doing during this timeout is having a look at the Rydell website and experiencing unmatched stability and response in a simplified, revolutionary design, the Powerdyne Arius Platinum Performance Redefined.
And we're up, that's Dr. B jamming against Daredover. Daredover at the front of the pack. Dr. B at the back. Everybody gathered at turn number 1.
Yeah, party at turn number 1 over there. Inspector Spaceman back on the track. I like the way he's like quietly coming up to the pack and then boom, big hit. I love it. Like a deadly assassin in the night.
This is the third lead jam in a row for the Wheels of Mayhem. They had a super talk that went well at halftime because they have come out with a vengeance. Daredover, holding the Concussions to 0, calling off the jam and putting 4 more points on the scoreboard for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Let's have a look at the score. So we see Lane County 106, Wheels of Mayhem 64, 20 minutes and a little bit extra left of this game. And we are about halfway through day 2 here at the Big O here in beautiful Oregon. More games to come. As I said before, we've got some more men's games, we've got some more ladies games, we've got some more juniors games.
And at the very end, we have the fabulous MVP games, and it's going to be co-ed. All the MVPs from all the games voted on by each team will play each other. And right before that, all the junior
I was going to say, it's
MVPs.
not juniors and adults all together, because I'm not sure if we're ready for that. That might be a bit too crazy. Yeah, so, I mean, as I've said before, this is my first Big O experience, which I'm having a very fantastic time. So all people are talking about is how exciting these MVP games are at the end. Apparently it's a big old party to finish the weekend off, so I can't wait. But before then, lots more roller derby to happen.
Yep, that's Lin Yan jamming against Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz already through. He is your lead jammer.
And his bench are telling him to keep on rocking.
Ooh, star pass.
Star pass. Nice star pass there to number 38, which is Esparta's.
The jam is called by Hot Fuzz, but he did manage to put four more points, taking them to 110-64. So the gap is closing. Mayhem is doing a good job the second half.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing, I'm just repeating what you said then. Just
okay.
seeing the gap's closing. It's as if somebody just said that.
Next up, Daredover against Grimes.
Big squish. I think it's the only technical way that I can explain
Oh, yes.
that.
I was going to say scrum. So a squishy scrum of skaters all there gathered at the corner. Both jammers getting reset beyond and before the jam line. Ooh, Grimes tiptoeing, getting tapped out of bounds at the front of the pack.
Beyond and before, I like it. Sounds like a mythical place. We're going to go beyond and before the jam line.
Ooh, little do-si-do by Grimes. Grimes still stuck, but lead jammer status going to Daredover. Wheels of Mayhem on a roll, still continuing. They're doing great. They've had more lead gems this second half, than the Concussions.
They're going to be pretty happy with that. As I said before, they are 10 points away from each other in the MRDA rankings. Lane County ahead of Wheels of Mayhem. So Wheels of Mayhem going to be pretty happy with the statistics that they're going to pull out of this game. Win or lose, they're going to be happy with the amount of leads they're getting, the amount of points conceded and all those types of things. But they're not going to be happy with the power jam now going over to Grimes of Lane County.
Yep, so this jam will continue for 45 more seconds. Lignon released from the penalty box. Penalty box clear except... Oh, no, there's still another one. So there's not a lot of blockers on the track, but they're all leaving. They're coming back. Grimes hitting the pack at turn number 1. Ooh, look at that. Safely, wisely resetting because his two wheels did cross the line right there at turn number 3.
Yeah, very clever of him to make sure that he... and he's got the time to do it. He's still in a power jam situation. You don't want to switcheroo.
Yep. Ooh, power jam over. Daredevil returning. Ooh, everybody taking him back all the way to turn 2.
Lovely work at the front of the pack there from Inspector Spaceman and Scooby Smack.
Daredevil sneaking through. 4 points on that last pass for Daredevil. 10 points for Lane County on that one. 68-120. Lane County still in the lead.
17 minutes left to go in this game, and it's a timeout, being called by the Wheels of Mayhem. So Hit This Derby gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates to protective gear, and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this.
Here we go. Castle Megastore.
Oh, no.
For years, Castle Megastore has been passionate about enriching the intimate lives of our customers.
So Brains is waving at someone, not quite sure who.
You can learn more about
Maybe the refs. Maybe his mum has just walked past in the crowd. Maybe to the folks at home. Either way, I think it's pretty clear to see who the next jammer is. For Lane County is James Brains. Pivoting Pioneer, now jamming in his own right. But it could be a ruse. We've seen many teams do it before, where one team lines up during such a time as a half-time or a timeout, and then a totally different pack of 5 comes out, just to confuse us.
Oh, yeah, there's another guy donning the star right here at the bench, facing the bench. They could swap out, but James Brains looks ready. You can see his legs are pumped. Oh, high-fiving his opponents.
Yeah, he looks pretty ready to do this jam. So it'd be cruel to pull him off now.
Yep, new jammer. That's Esparza. He took the star as a pivot earlier this bout, but this is his first time officially starting as a jammer. Esparza for the Wheels of Mayhem. Woo! James Brains, taking that hit, tiptoeing right on the line, but he is through, and he is your lead jammer.
Yeah, big hit there, but he managed to absorb it quite well using those toe stops to all of their might.
Esparza through, casually skating around. Oh, because I think he knows their strategy. Because he's like, I'm not putting any effort into racing for the pack.
Yeah, I'm not rising to that.
4 quick points for James Brains. Hot Fuzz back on the jam line. And Filet Lignon back on the track. He's going to be so mad if he hears this. But Lignon, he's back from Baja on the jam line.
He heard me say earlier, so he's okay. He would have told me. He could tell me if he's not happy.
Oh, good. The pack spread out around turn 1. Lignon is out first. Lignon is the lead jammer.
Bit of penalty trouble there for Wheels of Mayhem, as that is your 000, I believe that is. Le Vignathon having a sit down, so penalty for him. 217, excuse me, Lignon jamming at the front of the pack, almost unstopped. That's not really a word, but you know what I mean.
Yes, Grimes saving himself for a track penalty, but there's only 4 skaters, 1 blocker to go through now, 2, but he's through on his initial pass. Lignon at the back of the pack at turn 4.
Yeah, Lane County have got all of their blockers on the pack, on the track. Sorry, so you've got Scooby Smack, you've got Photobomb, you have got Dr. Multiclass PhD.
Huge hit.
Big hit there on Ginn. Looks like we're going to need to ask our medics to come over. Skaters will be returning to their bench. And that obviously means we're going to be in an official timeout while we can get this injury assessed. So we've talked a little bit about the WFTDA tournaments that are coming up for the rest of the year. So make sure that you are getting your tickets. Have a look at WFTDA.com/tournaments. See what you want to do. Get yourself on your favorite application or website for flights, hotels, etc. Get yourself booked in, because you do not want to miss out on some of the amazing roller derby action that's going to be happening across the globe. We have got, as I have said before, tournaments in America, a couple of them going on. We have got tournaments in Spain, which is lovely. For those of you who went to the Barcelona World Cup, enjoyed a little bit of the Spanish sunshine, a little bit of the Spanish hospitality, a little bit of the Spanish gin and tonics. And for those that a little bit of Spanish losing your passport and having to go to the embassy. Oh, that was just cherry. It was my own fault. I'm an idiot. And of course, the WFTDA Championships will be coming to Birmingham, UK as well. So, fantastic opportunity if you've never been. Get yourself a flight over to England. Come to Birmingham, try out our chocolate and Balti pies, because they're lovely. And you can hang out with more people who sound like me. So what more could you want? What we do want to see is Ginn up on his skates, thanks to our fantastic paramedic crew, and of course beautiful respect to him from as he passes the bench of Lane County. Lots of high fives and claps from them, which is beautiful. So I think we will be able to see this game getting underway once more, because we've still got 15 minutes left of this game to happen.
Oh, hopefully he's going to be okay. Hopefully you only have to sit out for 3 jams, because this brings their roster down, the Wheels of Mayhem, down to 8 skaters. He took a really hard hit. It looked like he was blindsided, like he didn't see it coming. But he went down really hard. But 75 to 124 in favor of the local men's derby team, Lane County Concussions.
Yeah, they didn't have to look up flight websites and mega buses and things like that. They're all local boys and girls and skaters, and it's fantastic to see them here today. So Grimes back on the jam line for the Concussions, and Lignon back jamming for the Wheels of Mayhem. Little bit of penalty trouble though for the Wheels of Mayhem. Pack advantage does go to Lane County once more. Not sure what the hold up is here. Okay, so there's a little bit of discussion going on in the penalty box with our head ref. That's Danger Muffin. Have you met Danger Muffin?
No, I was just going to say.
Have we had like a double muffin?
No, I need to go talk to Danger Muffin.
I think you need to get a little selfie together.
Yes.
Muffin's quite a popular name in roller derby. I think I've seen a few of them around.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
You could rival Battered Sausage and her desire to take a picture with everybody called Sausage in roller derby.
There is a bunch of sausage, side of sausage, sausage. There's another one.
Sausage rolls?
Yes.
I mean, you may have heard of him.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Skaters to understand
Other sausages are available. Why not send us a picture of your favourite sausage skater? Hashtag the Big O 2018. Or your favourite muffin skater. Or your favourite fruity skater.
There was a junior skater, something rough and tumble. I was like, okay, we're related. I can't remember her first name, but it was something rough and tumble, and I'm muffin tumble. But lead jammer status going to Grimes.
Big apex jump there. I didn't even need to wait to say it. I could see it happening.
Yeah, he's already through.
Massive apex jump from Grimes there, grabbing some more points for the Lane County team.
Lignon through on his initial pass.
A bit more penalty trouble though for the other team. Wheels of Mayhem. Sorry, I thought I saw two skaters going, so I was going to try and talk about them, but it was just a made-up person in my mind. Wheels of Mayhem, bit more penalty trouble, which means Lane County get to start this jam once more with the pack advantage.
9-point jam, and the last one for the Concussions. But we're back. Okay, number 5.
No, we are not quite back yet. It looks like we are having an official review.
Oh.
Not sure who the official. Hang on, let me check. I can look at the scorebook on it. Official review being called by Lane County. Now, let's not forget, last time they called an official review, it went in their favour. So we will see if that's going to happen again. Not sure what this official review is going to be about. I didn't see anything personally that I would... sometimes you could be like, oh, it's definitely that back block or definitely that track cut, but nothing I physically saw. But the powers that be, the fantastic referees, will give us an update momentarily.
When we do come back, we have a new jammer for the Concussions. That is Sergeant Pepper, first time jamming today. He's a teeny tiny E on his number, but he is E5.
I didn't know how to promote our hashtag. The official hashtag of the Big O tournament this year is hashtag.
Only 14 minutes left in this game. And I think we're about to hear what's happening.
No, I think that official is not coming to talk to us.
With your favorite skater or the Big O background over there in between track 2 and 3. Put it up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. Hashtag Big O 2018 is the way that you're in the know. And we would love to know what you think of our tournament, all the fun you're having, any feedback. We'd like to know about it because we are the best roller derby tournament in the
So
world.
over on track number 1, we're missing a lot of action. I'm just looking at Twitter. If you guys want to post the score for us, that'd be great. What's going on? All I hear is a bunch of Arch. I think Arch is doing very well.
After the event, we'll be sending out surveys.
So we're still waiting to see what the official review was about. We do have one of our officials coming over. Maybe they're going to come and talk to me. No.
Did you like the matches? Tell us all about it.
So one of the officials has skated over to have a look at the scores. I don't know whether it's something to do with that. Nope. No one's coming to tell us.
Discussion continues on the track as they figure out whatever their official review question was. One of the things that is very different between an MRDA
Okay, now there's a referee, Danger Muffin, coming over.
Oh, that's Danger Muffin. There he is.
is often the
Oh, look at his little logo. It's a muffin and crossbones. I need that logo. Danger Muffin.
is lacking the DJ. I know, here we go. I don't beatbox.
So you might be able to hear what he says. But Danger Muffin is going to get on the mic and tell us what's going on. First, he's going to tell the coaches and captains first.
Oh, always the last to know, aren't we?
Secret.
It's like we're watching Kardashians on catch up. I want to watch it live. I want to know what's happening. I want to know the gossip. Whose baby's whose? What have they called it? Who's going out with who? I want to know the gossip now. It looks like Danger Muffin is reaching into his basket. He's grabbing the mic, so let's have a listen.
Black asked us to review whether the 7 points in the prior jam were awarded to the correct team. They, in fact, were awarded to the correct team. The white team scored 7 points. The black team did not score. Review is not retained.
So there was the black team, so Lane County, were asking to check that the points were given correctly to the right team. So 7 points were earned in that jam. And they were given correctly. So Lane County lose their official review. They also lose the ability to remember how to start a game of roller derby. Sergeant Pepper's so excited to have his first jam. He's just going at the first even discussion of a whistle, and he's out of here. Right. Let's do this again. You can go now, Sergeant Pepper. You can go if you want. I mean, I'm not coaching you. Sergeant Pepper, Dr. Manhattan. Who will be the first one out? Lovely defensive wall there from, it is Inspector Spaceman and Scooby Smack holding off Dr. Manhattan, but it is Sergeant Pepper on his first outing.
Dr. Manhattan is out. He's a half a lap behind. Little penalty trouble for the Concussions. Actually, both teams. Whistles blown, jam is called.
Couple of points there for Dr. Pepper, but some points also for Wheels of Mayhem.
And Wheels of Mayhem skaters, most of them staying on the track because they're just going to go right back in as their bench is shortened. And this will be 3-2 pack advantage, 4-2 pack advantage for the Wheels of Mayhem. Daredevil back on the jam line. He took a small break. He has not jammed in about 5 jams.
But he did just give a lovely little handshake there to number 69, Dr. B. I absolutely love it when you see skaters doing that.
I love it. Yes, some of them are gentlemen. It's really good to see.
Big hit there from number 55. That is James Brains taking Daredevil to the outside of the pack. So he's going to come back round again just as Dr. B's coming round to score.
Daredevil sideways and backwards through the pack for lead jammer status for the Wheels of Mayhem.
Wheels of Mayhem is 79 points now, ever closer to getting to that century mark. Lane County 136, comfortably ahead of that 100 mark, but still only about 45 points in it. So Wheels of Mayhem could have a little boost. We shall see as we have just over 10 minutes, 12 minutes to be exact, left of this game.
1 point for Daredevil on that last one, taking them to 80 points, 133 for the Concussions. 136, I'm sorry, 136. So Grimes back on the jam line against Dr. Manhattan.
Big hit there to Grimes from number 38. That is Espartas, sorry.
Dr. Manhattan through. He is your lead jammer. Grimes resetting behind mid-pack at turn 2.
Dr. Manhattan, only one more person to get past from Lane County, and get past them he does. 5 points in the sky thanks to our fantastic jammer official.
Dr. Manhattan sneaking around the outside. Great offensive help right there, calling it off. He won't get all those points because he was calling the jam off out of bounds. But
yeah, it looks like the guys from Lane County maybe want an out of bounds being called. They all did the hand signal, but you ain't the referees, mate.
So yeah, he only got 5 on that jam. 85 to 136 in favor of the Concussions.
I have to say this game is a lot closer than I was expecting it to be, especially, like as I said, we saw the rankings difference.
And also the short bench for the Mayhem, the Wheels of Mayhem, but they're really pulling it. They're pulling through.
But we've all seen plenty of games with a short bench. Let's not forget the times we've all been at the World Cup together and seen teams like Japan, teams like Argentina, literally down to the bare bones. But as I've said it once, I'll say it again. It is quality, not quantity.
Indeed, and it's double nickel versus, I'm just kidding.
What?
It was going to be double nickel versus double nickel, 55 versus 55. James Brains jamming for the Concussions. It was Daredevil, but he went back to the jam line.
So are we starting in a power jam situation for Lane County?
Yes, that would mean Dr. Manhattan is in the penalty box.
Okay, must have been a late penalty call for him because we didn't see him go to the box. But they were everybody was kind of shouting for an out of play, out of bounds call off. So the referees must have assessed that for him because he is sitting in the penalty box, which means James Brains, number 55, your only active jammer on the track, and has been given lead, even though he now needs to go for a quick recycle.
Oh, he continues to wait for lead jammer status, but that was great blocking by the Wheels of Mayhem. Each skater blocker, each got one hit, all around turn number 1. He still returned and completed his pass for lead jammer status.
Wheels of Mayhem in the penalty box. The ones out on the track are really trying to give it to Brains out there.
Lovely work there from James Brains at the front of the pack, absolutely making mincemeat of those blockers.
Yep, scoring 5 points. Power jam is over, though. Dr. Manhattan hitting the pack, but look at that. James Brains threw quickly on the inside for 5 more points.
He went really quickly, but he still looks so casual. Just looks like he's popping down to B&Q to get some Ronseal or something.
Woo! Oh.
Oh, that's less casual. That's showing off now. He can't even hear us say that.
But somehow managed to pick up 4 points.
13-point jam for him, taking them to 149. Mayhem held at 88 points.
All right now our score stands at 88 Mayhem, 149.
Lane County now with a bigger lead. I think this is the biggest lead differentiation that we have seen for Lane County. So they're going to be looking to just keep building upon this now, really taking advantage of the fact that they've got depth in their bench. We may well see a couple of different jammers out. We do have, is that Dr. B out jamming, number 69? Just wait. The ghost jammer is back on to knock him over.
A good save by him, touching down and continuing with his lead jammer status. Daredevil sneaking through the pack. Daredevil clapping.
Daredevil grabbed a couple of points there at the end.
He's like, yeah, I did it, and I'll do it again. I'm going to jam again. Next jam, Daredevil.
Whereas Lane County, you're like, hang on, we've got like 900 jammers, so we're just going to have a quick rotation. But it is Grimes who has been out jamming for the lion's share, I would say, of this game, with support from James Brains. We have Zoom and Gloom, and we have Dennis the Red Menace as your pack for the Lane County Concussion.
Slow and steady, but making progress in this race. Wheels of Mayhem definitely.
Time out being called by the white team.
That they had 8 on the roster, and 1 gets
So that leaves Mayhem with 1 timeout left and 1 official review left. And it leaves Lane County with 2 timeouts left.
against this mighty team from the local venue out here.
So that was an official timeout being taken, and the Wheels of Mayhem had taken an opportunity to exit the track.
Okay, here we go. Daredevil versus Grimes.
Hey, we're done with this one.
I
We
believe.
see we've got Dr. Manhattan. We have got number 5, that is Ghost. We have got Espartas coming back on the track. And one more blocker, I apologize I couldn't see him. One person we haven't seen back on the track yet is number 3, and that is Ginn, who was injured a few jams ago. So we haven't seen him back on. I hope all is well. I've not seen any EMTs or anything come in, so hopefully he's just having a rest on the bench, because we've got more games to play here at the Big O. We want to see Ginn back up and sticking it to us, sucking it to the crowd.
Daredevil grand slam for Daredevil, and he is the lead jammer.
And they're the only jammer. I don't know why his hands are up in the air. Just get on with jamming, mate. Could be a tactic, could be a strategy that he needs to communicate over to his team. Whatever it was, it worked, because he's straight through like a hot knife through hummus.
And that's 2 grand slams for Daredevil. Daredevil again. Look, third scoring pass. Ooh.
Photo bomb, almost kind of hitting him through like the force, like whom. But recycling himself to the back of the pack, because that is clever and safe to do so. Lots of points there for Wheels of Mayhem, much needed points for them, and freezing Grimes in the penalty box, which means they can start on the power start.
14-point jam by Daredevil on that last one, taking them to 105 to 150. Whole lot of 1s, 0s, and 5s. 7 minutes left in this game.
150, 105, that is just numbers that confuse me.
Daredevil back again, jamming again. I believe this is 3 in a row.
Man, his Fitbit must be going bananas right now. Penalty being called. It is going to the fastest pivot in the land. Oh my God.
Power jam over, but lead jammer status going to Daredevil. Grimes at the back of the pack. Initial pass. Oof.
Oof, indeed. This game has been pretty fast-paced. Going to need a little lie down afterwards, I think. Daredevil straight through, grabs some points and calls it off. Smart, quick, hit, quit style of play.
Thank you to all the photographers for contributing their time and
Hot Fuzz back on the jam line against, I think it's Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No,
It is
Lignon.
Lignon.
Lignon at the front of the pack.
Wanting to slither his way through the pack, but he is denied by Scooby Smack. Fantastic agile work by Scooby Smack, one of my favourite blockers to watch of this tournament so far. I mean, I'm fickle as hell, so I mean, there'll be time for someone else to get in.
Guyman caught Guypin. What's his
What?
name? What the hell is his name? I'm
Alan.
sorry, pardon me.
Just call him Alan.
Hot Fuzz! Alan, Hot Fuzz! That was some work, but he is your lead jammer. He really was struggling, though, at that 3-wall.
He was waiting for you to get his name right before he would grace us with his lead jam presence.
Oh, gosh. We have a star pass. Oh, and a power jam.
Star pass over to Dr. Manhattan, who is your pivot now with the star in hand. One more of Wheels of Mayhem going to the box as well. Penalty trouble that they're not going to be wanting at this time.
Esparza doing some great one-on-one blocking at the back of that pack.
Hot Fuzz through for 5 points. Grand Slam for Hot Fuzz. And there's no... Oh, there he is. Now there is one Wheels of Mayhem skater on the track.
Boom.
Oh, now I'm just kidding. There was 3. They were spread out. I'm sorry. I was looking at the back of the pack, not the front.
Use
Hello.
your eyes,
Hello.
Big hit there onto Scooby Smack as he goes up to make a lovely tripod with the rest of the Lane County. James Brain's taking a tumble on the track and literally filling the whole track. He's so tall. But number 25, that is Dr. Manhattan, who is now your active jammer for the Wheels of Mayhem. But the jam is called off by Hot Fuzz.
.109 to 159, 50 points separate these teams. Almost 4 minutes left in this game on the game clock.
After a 1 jam break, we have Daredevil back on the track, doing all the points.
Daredevil back on the track now. He really is earning his lunch or oranges or whatever it is that he's out there to earn. Fantastic stats, I would imagine, as he's jamming once more for the Wheels of Mayhem. Number 69, Dr. B, your jammer for Lane County. No lead jammer called yet as we come into the almost 30 seconds of this jam. Good use of words there, Terry. Sheesh. Lovely cluster of players at the turnover there. Lead is given to Dr. B, I believe that was, and Dr. B calls it off because now Lane County are going to really want to just be wasting time.
Yep, and Daredevil just going to jam again. He doesn't even bother leaving the track.
Why would you? I mean, look at those gold skates for a start. I mean, he's like a Usain Bolt with them on. Oh, what? I thought Daredevil was going to be the pivot as well. He's like, give me all the hats.
So that's Grimes back on the jam line. Daredevil pushing his way through.
Massive hit there from number 38, Espartas, but it is all in vain as you see Grimes jamming aficionado for Lane County once more, tearing up the track.
Yep, Daredevil out on his initial pass. Grimes through on a scoring pass. He's going to call out the jam, holding Daredevil to 0 on that run and putting four more points up himself.
I'm interested where Grimes thinks his hips are because that was a very high up call. Interesting to see. I always like it because I'm mean and horrible like this. I like it when jammers tap their bums and then the rest are like, no, that's not your hips.
Skating and non-skating.
I genuinely love jammers and I love officials as well. I'm just mean. Like, I laugh. Like, my greatest pleasure in life is watching people fall over like banana skins and stuff. So I'm just cruel. But karma gets me back. Don't get me wrong. Karma gets me back full circle.
James Brains quickly through the pack for lead jammer status for the Concussions. Dr. Manhattan is out on his initial pass.
But we are down to the final minute of this game now. So James Brains, couple more players to get past, but he taps off the hips and calls it off. And I think we've got time for one more jam. One more jam. One more jam. Massive appreciation to both of these teams here, absolutely playing their hearts out. Especially does have to be mentioned for the last time today, Wheels of Mayhem down to 8 skaters after they only had 9 on the roster originally. Then unfortunately had a little bit injury trouble with Gin, who we hope is great and safe and well and happy and will be coming back to play with us this afternoon. Quick timeout being called. So again, wonderful opportunity for me to say thank you to everybody for tuning in and listening. Hope that you've been enjoying this game with us. Hope that you've got many more games in your calendar to watch. I understand back home in England it's actually some nice weather for once.
Oh, and you're missing it. But it is beautiful here. It was supposed to be raining all weekend.
Have you seen how pale I am? I can't go outside. I would die. I'm like the end of Interview with the Vampire, like... Oh, look at all those high fives on the track from Wheels of Mayhem. They've got to be chuffed with this result because they have played their socks off. Lane County, absolutely formidable team. So they're going to have to be happy when they go back to Baja in Mexico with these statistics, with these games in hand, and be pretty chuffed.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Daredevil back on the jam line, of course.
As they're coming out, Facebook stalk them later to see and tag all your friends.
Double nickel versus double nickel. James Brains jamming in black. I have. Oh, look at the handshake. Aww. Great sportsmanship by the men. The Concussions on their feet for this last jam.
That's right. I will stalk you down and you can give me your votes.
Okay, so who is going to make their way through? Which one of these? Is it nickels, 55? Half nickels?
Double nickels.
Double nickels, sorry. I don't know. James Brains absolutely charging his way through the pack. One leg in the air, one hand in the air, one full moustache on display. Comes through, grabs lead jammer status for what will be the last jam of this fantastic game here at the Big O, Oregon, USA.
Daredevil out. Ooh, look at that. Whoa! Oh my God. He went out, but he's going to, is he going to return behind?
We don't know. He's in the cheap seats right now.
Yep. Our vision is blocked. He's going to return all the way behind everyone just to be safe. Oh, the pivot took him all the way back. It was the other guy that went out of bounds, so that was smart.
And James Brains, massive smile on his face as he calls off that jam. That is your unofficial final, boys and girls. So we see Wheels of Mayhem, 109. We see Lane County 171. Thank you for joining us here at Track 2 here at the Big O, Oregon, Eugene, USA, Planet Earth, Milky Way Galaxy. I have been very cherry. It's my absolute pleasure to bring this game to you today.
And I am Muffin Tumble. Thank you so much.
See you soon.